And we've got Dr. Silverage with us. Hello, good doctor.
Hello, hello. Great to be back.
And Jambo was our first one tonight. So, hello, Jambo. Maranya's here. Good evening to all the friends of Old Fossils.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Lead Paint. Hello,
Lead
Jay.
Paint.
And here's August.
Double A.
And looks like Steve, I Love Disney and Comics, is out there somewhere. Probably causing trouble. Here's Michael Taylor.
Michael Taylor. Right,
Tell Eric to put down the Pringles can. Oh, dear. He'll probably... Fireball.
Oh.
All right. And some more will join us later. Meyer Greenblatt told me he'd be in the crowd tonight.
And there he is.
Hey,
Oh.
Meyer.
Right on cue. Hello, Meyer. And he had a great Batman action figure. Excuse me, some of you youngsters. Great little video. I really liked it. All right, so without further ado, no kidding, we won't go to Dr. Silveridge just yet. We'll make him wait.
I'm here for the duration tonight, brother.
We're seeing how long he can stay up.
Yeah.
So, I'm a Hulk fan, believe it or not. I like everybody, but here is a Herb Trimp cover. You guys are Trimpy. Some of you say Trimpy. You guys are familiar with this, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Sandman.
Oh yeah.
But I've got the British version, and it's
cool.
drawn by Ron Wilson. It's a
Oh,
little odd, a little different.
yeah,
both are-
that is.
Both are good, but the coloring is on his costume is just really, I don't know.
But he looks like one of the Eternals.
Yeah,
Wow.
something
Yeah.
like that. He could be in that. So,
Like an Aztec god or something.
so I
Mhm.
wanted to do some Bronze Hulk. So here's 183.
Zax.
The Shadow.
Hmm.
Nice.
And of course, you have to be careful with some of these. You're getting into the area of the value stamp that could be trimmed out of there. In fact, I have one of them coming up that has a value stamp removed.
Hmm.
Unbeknownst to me, it'll dawn on me when I see it. But I really like this time period, except the next issue I'm going to show you, I don't care for.
Oh boy.
No, it's just this character, Glory.
Oh.
That's
That's acceptable.
I mean, the toads are great, but this cat,
Mhm.
and for some reason, I would have to have two of that.
Well, you
Of course,
really
it's gonna be in the next Marvel movie.
You were specking, weren't you, Micah?
No.
Promo all the way.
Now, this next one is kind of special to me. Here's 191. And I really like the former owner of this book. I got this from Don Rosa.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
He put a certificate. This is
Nice.
from his personal collection, and I just love his little drawing of the Hulk duck and the bat duck. And
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
that's great.
so
That's neat.
anyway,
Wow.
That's pretty nice.
and having that has prevented me from binding these because I don't think I should bind that. Great cover.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like it. There you go.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
I know this is probably boring, Dr. Silverage.
Love it.
wow.
Love
Doc
it.
Samson.
Huh. Let's see. I don't.
Beautiful.
Locust.
There you go.
Yeah. There we go.
No,
Dominate.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Now we're back.
It's not too bad. Not too bad. And I put a special note. Yes, the stamp is present. So
Cool.
yes, I was worried about it one day. And I'll stop here at
Red
199
advice.
for now.
Very nice.
Very cool.
And so now we will go running to Dr. Silver Age.
Oh, all right. Oh, well, picked up some books here. Let's see what we got. All right. We got one of my quests is the Go-Go Checks quest to try and get all the Go-Go checks. Everybody pretty much knows that about me. Was able to pick up another one, and this is Wonder Woman 163. So that brings me a little bit closer. Pretty much running out of superhero books, and the other ones, except for like the expensive Batman ones, which I'm never going to own. You know, first Batgirl, first Scarecrow, those ones. I'm never going to own those. Then I came across these. Beware the Claws of the Cat. I picked up number 2. I have number 1, so I got number 2 now and number 4.
All right.
Nice.
And then I just picked this up. I know Steve will get a kick out of that. The Charlton Companion.
All right.
Picked up a copy of that, and I was showing Micah in here. Where was it? Right here. They talk about the Tarzan, the unauthorized, when they did the 4 issues.
Mhm.
I just picked up
Uh-oh.
the fourth issue. So now I've got
Nice.
all 4 of those. So
There we go.
yeah. So that was a lot of fun to get those. Another thing I collect is the 100-page Super Spectaculars. So I picked this one up. This is 229, A House of Mystery. Oh, I still got, I think, 2 more of these ones to pick up. And then I went on a bit of a jag with All-Star Squadron to try and fill the holes in that. I needed like 10 issues for the thing. So I picked up a few more. We got number 64.
Hello, reader copy.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then number 46.
All right.
And number 30. I like that one with all those, all of the Spectre, man. So, and then I think this is one I actually saw on Gratu's show, one of his videos that I didn't know existed, and it's Weird War Tales number 36, but it's a square bound giant.
Oh,
Yeah, I just got that from Gotham City Comics about a week
Yeah.
or so ago.
And that's another thing I collect is anything square bound, and I'll pick it up.
It's weird
Yeah.
how have we never seen that comic in our lives? It just appeared out of another dimension.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I never ever saw that before, and I said, "Oh, all right, that one went right in the book to hunt it down." Luckily, I was able to find a good copy. Then I went on and got some war comics. We got Star Spangled War number 183 with the Unknown Soldier.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
And then Sergeant Rock, Our Army at War, number 261. There are so many great covers done on these war books are really, really good.
Yeah.
They don't get the love that all the other ones do. Then we got Sergeant Rock number 272, Our Army at War. And why is Sergeant Rock and Easy Company saluting a Nazi flag? I've got to know. And then we got our Fighting Forces number 113.
Here, catch.
So there we go. How's that for our first round?
Fantastic.
So
Nice.
All right. And I guess everybody, I need to go find a hat because 3 of the 4 fossils are now wearing hats. Put one on.
Got to support the boys in Boston.
Uh-huh.
there we go.
All right. Well,
Thank you, Lead Paint.
Paulo, if you want to send some files over.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Reader Coffee. Michael.
This is not correct.
Do I need to go to Charlton, Paulo?
It's better. I need to restart the app. Otherwise, it's not showing the.
All right. We'll try to catch Steve unawares. So.
All right. Cool. 62. All right. How's everybody doing? Hope all is well. I'm going to be showing a bunch of Charltons, obviously. Imagine that. Been trying to organize the old Charlton collection. It's been in disarray the last few years, and decided to start going through the boxes and organizing stuff. So it'll be very Charlton heavy. One of the first things I want to show, this came out, and I mentioned it on my Instagram. I mentioned it before. The Lonely War of Captain Willie Schultz by Will Francis, Sam Glasman. The complete series is in this pack. From Dark Horse. Very nice collection. It's a Charlton tale that showed in what is it? Fighting Army. Yeah, Fighting Army in the back of the story, but they collected it, and an untold story, the final chapter of Willie Schultz. So very good stuff. If you're a fan of Sam Glasman, highly recommend it. Just one shot here from 62, the Green Planet, with a wonderful tape pull on the green on the planet.
Man,
it's a one shot.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's a one shot. I think it's a reprint, but the price guide. Thanks, Raider Copy. The price guide doesn't say that it is Overstreet, so I don't know. But looking at the artwork and stuff, I'm saying it's a reprint of something somewhere. But the Dick Giordano cover, again, this is from 62. Got a little
it was interesting
action going on.
Don't want to interrupt you, Steve, but it was real interesting how they put the word "the" in there, taking up almost one half of the title.
I know, like it was going to be an ongoing series. And yeah. Sarge Steele, number 4. He's getting ready to take care of some femme fatale action going on there.
Nice.
Sarge Steele, old guy here, number 6. It looks like.
Yeah.
I got to up my game on my Sarge Steele. I don't have his first appearance, but I need to get it. Stop doing. I look like an idiot. Put my head down. This is like a number 4, I think. I can't tell. Based on Charlton, I don't have it written down. But this is such a phenomenal cover.
Very cool.
He was like a Nick Fury character, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Jumping on the old spy, trope. Leave it to Charlton. Of course, little copy in there with the Nick Fury. My only issue of Rookie Cop, the exciting new adventures of the Rookie Cop, number 27. And he's asking these children if they can identify these crooks. That's a pretty cool book. First issue, actually, number 20. I don't know what it was formerly, what the series was formerly. I can look at the price guide, but this is the first issue for it. Although it says number 27.
Very
Thank you,
cool.
Charles.
I never seen that.
Jungle Girl, Nokia, have you seen the name?
Oh,
This
yeah.
here? Or The Rookie Cop? This is the last issue of this.
It's a nice cover.
Number 21 from 57.
Great cover.
Even better cover.
Thank you. Number 20, The Action Packed Adventures. Number 20 from 1957. I bought these as a group, so I paid literally like $5 a piece from a dealer that I know.
Wow.
Number 19, She Shoot a Charging Elephant, number from 1957.
Oh, neat.
I know I showed these before, but they have to be in the pile that I was organizing. Number 16, this is a pretty good Hungry Hippo, Where Are My Marbles type of cover. That's a pretty nice cover. And the Zoo Funnies, number 12, from 55. And Zoo Funnies, number 11, from 55.
Yeah, that's a remake
Zoo
of a
Funnies.
Jumbo Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Number 8 from 54.
Wow.
Well, he was at Charlton. They took from everything.
Those were Maurice Whitman, so he probably borrowed from his own work.
Yeah, he did draw for early Charlton. He sure did. Now, this is a pretty exciting issue of Hunk. Soon to be a motion picture. So make sure you go out and buy these issues. I don't know what number this is, but I don't get the gag. He's supposed to be a caveman, but he's got a phone and the lines chomp on the electrical cord. Go figure. Top Cat number 1.
Wow.
Nice.
Finish off some Top Cats. Top Cat number 2. This cover is funny. And I'll show a Partridge Family, and then we'll go to somebody else. Number 14. I know everyone loves the grooviest Partridge Family.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got for right now. Thank you, guys.
David Cassidy on the cover.
Yes, sir. Great
Oh.
stuff.
Looks good.
Oh, yeah, man.
All right. Well, let's see what Paulo has. We're going to add his slideshow here.
So you said you had Hulk, so I went and got some Hulk as well.
Fantastic.
This is Hulk from France,
Nice.
and for some reason they drew this cover from a Captain Universe story, not from the Hulk. This is from one of the R&D titles, Le Défenseur. It actually has more Defender stories, but this one they put the Hulk on the cover.
Internal voices, Top Cat. I love it.
Strange Adventures, after it had moved from DC to Marvel. 164 pages. It's full of stories inside.
I think that's her one.
After they gave the Hulk their own title.
Wow.
That's a good one, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Then they changed the layout a bit and used the cover from Hulk magazine. And another layout change. This is from the pocket. This is from the pocket-sized comic line. This was from a previous publisher called Flash. So it's the older stuff.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
Seen that one.
Wow.
Hey, that's the 199. Cool.
Yeah.
Kind of a greening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And later, after Aridi had stopped publishing comics, this is from Lug. but this one this one has reprints. So this one there's this mishmash of characters. They were trying to do the origins of Marvel superheroes trade paperbacks inside inside these pocket magazines, and it kind of didn't work out. But so now to Brazil, and this is from the publisher in the early '80s, RGE, which became Global. The Hulk had a very strange change in time. So this is from the special volumes. That's why they have the almanac up top. But the thing is, after issue number 4, it was still the Hulk's almanac, but it had
Thanks, Michael.
X-Men stories and covers.
Hello, Gotham.
This is from the regular Hulk title,
Yeah.
and they had to redraw the covers, which is why the art looks simplistic. Still RGE. This cover's also made up. Then we move to Editora Abril. The Hulk lasted for 149 issues on this publisher. This is issue number 19. They kind of time skipped a little bit to publish this one because this is Jarella's death. It's published here, but they were running the Bill Mantlo written stories at the time, so this one was out of order. This is a bit further down the line. The Hulk was further ahead in continuity at this time, and they edited this story. They omitted mentions that the She-Hulk was an Avengers member, and they took out Captain Marvel from the story, so she doesn't appear in the Brazilian edition. In fact, they also did something similar on this one, issue number 52. Because originally the Spider-Man is supposed to be wearing his black costume here, but they hadn't introduced the black costume yet in the Brazilian continuity, so they completely redrew every mention of, every time the black costume appeared. They redrew everything to have the original costume. They took out Captain Marvel and put in the Scarlet Witch, including in scenes where Captain Marvel is supposed to be flying. And they managed to turn Star Fox into the Beast just because of the continuity not being lined up.
So, Paula, on the inside, if you open that up, would it tell you who drew this, or
no, they won't. But there was a team. They had a team of people at the Brazilian publisher, and I can find out who did it, but it's not mentioned in the credits. Okay, and this is from John Byrne's run.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At this time, the comic had shrunk a little because of the Brazilian inflation, and they needed to keep the prices low. So the comic went from 80 to 64 pages, and they moved Rom from the Hulk to the X-Men, and they put Iron Man as the backup story here. And after a while, also the West Coast Avengers were published here. And this is getting ready for actually, there's a McFarlane art inside of this one. Yeah, it's not a McFarlane cover, but it already had a McFarlane story inside. And now from the Spanish publisher Forum. This was for the publisher from the 80s. There were previous publishers. They did some weird art on the covers, but this one's used the original covers. Forum was like Editora Abril in Brazil. Forum made sure that Marvel comics in Spain were published in a quality format. Here's Barit. People don't like Barit, but She kind of made some interesting. She appeared in some interesting stories. And here, Mignola cover.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, and we will return with other stuff.
All right. Well, I can go to Gratu if you're ready.
Okay. Let's see. Just I'm filing some Archie and Harvey comics. So probably already showed this.
I could. All right.
They're trying to be cool like Marvel and mention their first names. I'm putting in the Cheryl Blossom #1, which is probably valuable. I don't know. Let's see. So I'll do that. There's Double Dare Adventures. Well, these Mylights play havoc with the reflection.
I love this book.
Here's Bunny #2.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is one of the all-time great covers.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Very good. Let's see what else. This is a great cover too.
Cool.
Just everything's great about that. That's Casper 136. Let's see. As you get further back, his head gets bigger. Same thing with Hot Stuff. I have a bunch of these from this collection where the mother wrote the kid's name and the exact day that he got the comic, Wednesday,
Oh,
June
neat.
4th, 1962.
Wow, that's cool.
Those all were from Duncanville Books, back suburb of Dallas. Whoever that collection was.
Hello, Trusty.
What's entertaining? I'll just pull a bunch of these out. Here's Josie #15 before she formed the band. And #37, the band is still not together yet. I showed all these last summer, I think. As I remember trying to decipher which one was where the band first appeared, and I remember thinking it maybe was this one, but Eric,
I think it was 46, wasn't it?
yeah, I remember you in the comment told me it wasn't this one, even though it looks like it could be. This is 50, so I missed that issue. So let's see. Here it's International Women's Day. Women's Liberation cover. There's a lot of women's liberation covers in these. This is apparently the bikini covers are huge. They become key issues to the key issue morons. I like this guy's mustache and piece. Man, I was just at the supermarket just now, an hour ago, and I swear I saw Britt Reed and Cato. They were probably Mormon missionaries because they were dressed very much like they would have in the '60s TV show in civilian clothes, and it was this kind of stocky Anglo guy with short hair, and then there was this Asian guy with him, and it's like I watched to see what car they would get into because they really look like the Green Hornet and Kato. I almost thought, well, I'll just take a picture of them, but then I would have looked like a mental patient. I swear. And then as I go into the supermarket, I'm hearing. You remember that song, "Sky High" from the mid '70s?
Blown it off sky high.
Yeah, you know that song.
Yeah.
It's from like a spy, like a spy movie, right? From like Hong Kong. It was the opening theme. It was like a James Bond opening theme to. I think it was called "The Man from Hong Kong." It was like a spy martial arts movie. But no one remembers the movie, but the song, it was a huge hit. But it's all just in the back of your consciousness, and it's weird to hear that song. It gives you instant feeling. I don't know about you, but it gives me instant feelings of joy hearing that song. Just I go in a supermarket, I hear Sky High playing, and then I see Britt Reed and Kato. Okay, so what else is there to be impressive here? Gotta be something. I like this guy, Hi-Fi Tweeter. He's got to be the coolest of the characters from Sad Sack.
Yeah.
I've got 2 copies of this, so it must be a key issue.
Thank you, Michael Taylor. I was trying to think of who sang that song. It was Jigsaw.
Yeah, it's Jigsaw. Yeah. Here's a drawing done by a kid. I don't know when this was done. Oh, in 2015. It's Spider Spawn.
That's cool.
Anyway, it's on the back of this. So, this is could go up for auction at the next big con, right? It's probably as good as anything Marvel is putting in their con. I don't know. I don't think I've got much here. I can annoy people with this again. I won't do that because then people will get mad at me and say the F word in the
Oh dear.
comments there. Oh well. I don't have much, man.
Do you have the Hulk Aurora model?
No, I have a reissue, and the reissue is instantly recognizable because they upscaled it. They made it bigger.
Okay.
But I never. Yeah, that's the reissue, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than it was originally, but it's yeah.
Well, can you show that again, Doctor?
I sure can.
Who did the art on that?
So they took off the word Aurora.
All right, now it was done. This one was done by Polar Lights.
Yeah, Polar
But
Lights.
they made it look like the old Aurora logo, though.
And Polar Lights means Aurora. If you think about
Sure,
it.
yeah. Well, I asked because I don't really have many. I do have the Dick Tracy, but it's the Polar Lights. And I wanted the Hulk, but I didn't want to pay the price. So I found the artwork for it.
Oh.
And this one even had like a price tag on the artwork, which I left alone. I didn't try to fix it graphically. And then I found many images of, what the sides would look like. But Dr. Silver Ages looks really thicker than mine. I made it to be the dimensions of the Dick Tracy that I had. So now I have my own replica. And of course, now every time you see it in the background, you'll know, oh, that's that Graphic Man knockoff. But
Wow, that looks cool, though.
Very nice.
I thought it would look good on the shelf. So
That's made from a scan that had the price tag still on it. Is that
yes, sir. Yes,
okay?
sir. Yeah.
They look pretty real.
Yeah, it looks real. All right.
That looks really real.
Yeah, that's cool. I love it.
So Doctors doesn't have the Aurora on it, but I don't know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it would look better to have the Aurora logo behind the model.
And I just wondered why Doctors is so deeper. The box seems to be. Anyway.
Oh,
Yeah,
because the pieces are much bigger because
Yeah, it's
the
a
model
little wider. And,
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know
the
why.
thing's probably twice the size of the original kit. They somehow took the mold and magnified it. I don't know. I'm sure there's some way they do that.
Well, thanks for humoring there. I've been wanting to ask and show that at the same time. We're going to run to Jimbo
All right.
with his new backdrop, no longer a Sonya.
Jackson's not even here tonight.
He's having internet troubles again. They keep dropping him.
Some J Jaw.
Excellent.
Like the cover. 71. Two bad guys there.
Hmm.
Two for the price of one. And
Awesome.
Yep.
Juggernaut action.
Yeah.
And that one out.
They contain a model, Austin, that you have to put together.
Very cool.
Well, I found this, guys, and I'd never read it before. So I got to read it.
Oh, cool.
That's
And,
awesome. Good deal.
Love
Yeah,
that.
there is. Spoiler alert, there is no winner. It just
Not
shows
the
them
first.
running at the end.
That was such a big issue when I was a kid seeing that on
Right.
the back, and oh wow, they're racing because I hadn't seen the previous ones. And that one there was the first race that I saw between the two, and that was a big deal when I was a kid.
You would think Flash would be faster by just a little bit anyway, you know? And I've got my books in from...
He wins the third race, doesn't he? He wins the third race.
No, this is the third one. Yeah, I just showed him running at the end of it into space. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I got some books in from Gotham City. Kevin, thank you, buddy. Finally got those in the mail there. They were awesome.
Look at that.
That is a Howard Sherman cover. And, yeah, love that Indian's reflection there. He sees in the water.
Wow, nice.
Very cool. And this one, of course, that's Kirby, inking Kirby with the Queen of the West, Dale Evans.
Is this your second order or first order from him?
It was actually my second one, yeah, because I got just a few books the first time, and you sent me the rest of that stuff the other day because I told him, I was like, I'll get the rest of it next week. So thanks again, Kevin, for hanging on to that for me and getting it out, man. He's super fast on the shipping and everything. So any of you guys out in the audience looking for books, go to Gotham City and check him out. He's got some great stuff. Great guy, too. I got this one.
There you go.
And it's number 6.
That's the ticket.
By the way, Doc, I also got mine, but I'm not showing them tonight. But I was very happy.
Yes. And this one had some Frank Frazetta in it, so I was glad of that. The Dan Brand TP stuff. So, yeah. Good things. Magazine Enterprises.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, they have, to me, for that time period, the best written, the best drawn Westerns at that time, I think.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree,
Oh,
Steve.
cool.
Another Nyoka. This is number 4.
Faucet, right?
Yeah,
Beautiful cover. Look at that water.
yeah. I was really happy with that one. Jungle Girl in Bondage. You can't go wrong in Jambo's book with that, right? And I got this one. Thanks again, Kevin. And it had a little spot down here where the cover was missing, so I just had a piece of black construction paper I stuck in there to make it look better.
Oh yeah.
But I still love it. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Green Hornet, great stories inside, you know. So that guy you seen earlier kind of looked like that, Gratu.
He was in his
Minus the
civilian-
mask.
Yeah. But it was the 1960s, version. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were probably two Mormon guys, but it's just one was Asian, and they just looked completely like 1967 bachelors.
Got this one. Was awesome. This was an Alex Schomburg cover. And we were looking at them, what they were doing to the Japanese pilots there, cracking that one in the head with a wrench, throwing that one out of the cockpit. Yeah, he's shooting him with a gun also. So they're wrecking the plane back there. It's trying to Red Blaze and Spark were the two guys with the flames there. Couldn't remember the names for a while. Yeah, it's just really cool. Good stuff inside. You just can't beat it.
Mm-mm.
And he sent me this too, and it was totally free. Kevin, awesome man.
Oh yes, the Steranko history thing.
I'm gonna do what you said, Gratu. I think I'm gonna stick that in a frame or something.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that Steranko Sheena. Where else are you gonna find that at? And so,
Have you seen that Steranko calendar that he did with the women?
yeah, I remember those.
Naked.
It had a lot of just golden age stuff inside of it, and some stuff from Fawcett. But I don't know if you knew this or not, Kevin, but somebody had stuck a obituary in there
Oh wow!
from C.C. Beck.
Oh wow!
And he passed away, and so that was really cool.
I think Steranko in the early 70s, when he was writing those, talked to a lot of the Golden Age guys. And there's a lot of anecdotes and information in those books that's really amazing. And he was going to do more volumes, but he just never did. But
I wish he would have.
Because of the cheap printing, that they were forbidden to use the word. There were certain words they couldn't use just in case the ink ran together and it looked like a curse word. They couldn't use the word flick because the L and the I could merge together.
He says he knew about it, Jambo.
Oh, did he? Check it out real good.
Yeah, Gratu, I'd heard the same thing. Another name they couldn't use was Clint.
Oh,
I'll let you figure that one out. So
he's got those pieces of original art that he reproduces, that one you just saw, Mary Marvel.
Yeah, they were great. The only thing that would have made them better is if they'd been in color, but I mean, they're still fantastic.
I am announcing the creation of my first comic book character, Clint Flicker.
yeah.
That really would be a funny thing.
Just get it printed at a high quality printer.
Or not.
Nah, use the old Charlton presses.
Yeah, man.
And speaking of Eric, we bravely go to the hat-wearing
I
Gil
get a
Kane
bad rap
Rodney.
around here.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Nah. All right. I was cleaning up a little bit today, so if a couple things I showed recently, my apologies. I got this Forbidden Planet thing from Innovation.
Wow, there you go.
Cool.
Oh, neat.
That is awesome, yeah.
And I'm not sure if this reprints some of the issues from this, but I found this Lost in Space thing also. But I always like the innovation, version of Lost in Space. See, most of these are going to be from the 80s and early 90s. Here's an Archie's Super Teens.
Is that all new, or did they reprint the old 60s?
Oh, no, it is all new.
Okay.
Here's Black Hood.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun series. That was great.
I like this little relaunch of those, but, with a few exceptions, this being one of them. Man, this was just boring from pillar to post. But it looks cool. This song I found in a box. I said, I've never read this. I've seen them for years, and now I wished I'd kept more of them. Eternity Smith.
No, okay. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find some of the other ones here. Here's number 4 of X Mutants.
Mm-hmm.
In the post-apocalyptic world, all women will wear 4-inch pumps. Here's the Joe Kubert School presents First Folio. It's kind of like a tryout book for future people in the industry. Ron Randall's the only name I noticed that went on to be anybody.
That's pretty neat.
Here's an issue of Flair.
Was it Tigra?
Tigress.
Oh, okay.
Here's The Fly, number 9.
Yeah.
There's an issue of Justice Machine.
Oh, I love that series.
Yeah.
That was great. Mike Gustovich, right? Gustovich?
Yeah, and let's see, Isabella was the writer.
Okay.
Tony Isabel.
I guess Gustovich, I assume, was the artist.
Yeah. I think it was his creation that came out from Noble. I think it was Noble that did it at first. It was like newsprint.
Yeah,
it's
there was
bigger than a normal comic.
I think I have one from a company called Texas.
Yeah, that might be
it's also oversized and Noble. I've seen both, actually. In fact, I think I might have. Here's one of the Noble ones.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, I do remember that one.
Man,
you had it right handy. Man, you got powers or something. I don't know what it is. This is weird.
Is an issue of Laugh. And I can't remember if I showed this last week or not. This revival of Man from U.N.C.L.E.
I remember that. That's cool.
I don't remember it. Oh, we did?
I couldn't remember if it was that or if it was on Geeky the Thursday night show. I know I showed a couple things on that, but
that one looks like it was printed on the Charlton presses.
Yeah, it does. But it was actually not bad in last 11 or 12 issues. So that first issue of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good book. I enjoyed them.
Red Circle, baby.
Here's first issue of What's Your Vector, Victor? Now here's one I'd seen for years, never gave a shot, but I was talking to Joe Corallo and he's always hyping this. So Zot. And I've read a couple of them now. This was a really fun series. Let's see, there's a couple of random. There's a last issue of Supergirl. Issue of The Thing.
Okay, cool.
Now, did I show the Adams variants last week? He did a there was a 1 month where they had him redo some of his classic covers, like the Superman Batman where Robin's the junkie.
Oh wow!
Yeah, a lot of them you could tell he'd lost a step, but this made me laugh. And then this one, if you remember Superman 4 or 243.
Yeah,
it's got a couple other things here. Some random 80s industry mags. It's the Amazing Heroes.
I love
109.
Nice.
110. 111.
Oh, that was a great series. What was the name of that?
I don't know.
It was good. The cover thing it's a good series.
So 120. Now here's one that our guest in the right hand corner at least appreciate the.
Oh,
right
nice.
away.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Here's this one has a nice long interview with Jack.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
That's what he has a conversation with Stan Sakai. Apologies to my buddy Ash. I never did get the appeal of Usagi or Jimbo. There's another issue of Comics Interview.
Gumby.
Damn it. And one more Comics Interview. And that will conclude round one.
Cool.
Wow.
Very cool. Nice stuff.
Excellent.
I'd give the great one the round off.
I told her I already showed her Trippy, so
Yeah, that one.
that's the
That
great.
was Stig's Inferno. That was the name of that series on that
Okay.
Amazing Heroes.
Oh, by the way, a couple things real quick. Steve, I finished the Charlton book.
Yes. Okay.
Excellent. God, that was what a great read that was. And Ken, thank you for showing that channel you discovered. I watched about a half an hour of Captain America cartoons last night.
Yeah,
That's a blast. I would have never found that without you. So thank you.
yeah. I'm always checking to see if someone slipped some onto YouTube, and Disney just hasn't caught that yet. I don't know if it'll be up for long.
Cool. Okay. I will show a couple of treasuries here.
Oh, nice one.
Great cover art.
Nice.
And I've been talking Dr. Silverage into getting some.
Yep. That one's coming in the mail.
It's coming. Good.
Yeah.
And you won't want this one. It's, nobody's
Yeah.
on the cover or anything.
That's a great cover. Is that thicker than most? It looks like it's thicker.
It's got 4 complete issues in it.
Okay.
And I got that when I was a kid, and I just read that into the ground.
Oh, 200.
Wow. Nice.
Great memories with that one.
Good stuff.
It's 201. Always loved this cover.
Oh wow.
Because to me, that was just about Conan, but not quite. And I could pretend Conan is meeting the Hulk. And another great cover.
Yeah.
And if you're like me, you hated it that they killed her off.
Yeah.
So
They should let her stay around a little bit longer.
here's some Keith Pollard cover artwork by Captain America. And some John Byrne. And I have always had this, and I didn't know I was supposed to make a big deal about the 30-cent price tag. But some guys do make a big deal about it. Recently, I found the original, the 25 cent.
Okay.
So we won't dwell on the art too much. So,
but we should.
and there's a little Frankenstein for you.
Nice.
And to wrap it up, got some She-Hulk for you.
Nice.
All right.
I believe
Well,
that's
Doc-
her trimp on the inside, isn't it?
Yes. Yep. According to my notes. All right. You want to go to the good doctor again?
All righty. Okie dokie. Well, we'll start off with a little Charlton action. We got
Ooh.
Strange Suspense Stories. This is number 73.
Cool.
Awesome.
And then we got Gold Key. I finally got the second issue of Fantastic Voyage, the cartoon based on the cartoon from the 60s. So I was able to finally pick up the second issue.
Nice.
So I always loved that spaceship thing, or the little, I call it a spaceship. I got the model of it back there.
Okay.
So always loved that. Let's see. And then we got All-Star Squadron again, number 4. And number 8. And then let's see. I got pick this up. Gutter.
It's a good cover on that.
So I figured I'd give it a read. Haven't. I mean, it's very similar to like a lot of the Warren stuff and stuff like that.
I'm a big fan of those. I think you'll like them.
Yeah, they look pretty good. So figured I'd try that out. And speaking of treasuries, we picked up this one here.
Yep.
So
It's a good one.
and then I got a couple of new toys that I picked up. Well, first we'll do this. I don't. You guys probably all remember the old stickers that they made.
Yeah.
Back in the early 70s.
Yeah.
I used to have this one. I used to have this one here on the headboard of my bed, along with a bunch of other ones. But being the Hulk, because I had to have that one. I found a guy selling it, and I'm like, oh, I got to get that. And then on top of that, they sold Marvel the wax packs, just the wrappers, the outside wrappers. So I got a couple of wrappers to go with it too. So I'm gonna try and do like a framed mat thing with the sticker and the actual wax thing. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then everybody knows my love for the Hanna-Barbera superhero things. I come across this. It's made by the Funko Pop people, and it comes in a soda can. And this is Frankenstein Jr. And when you pull off the cover, and I don't know how well it'll show. Oh, I can take it right out. Look at that. All right. There we go. So,
Okay.
Oh, cool.
I mean, this character hasn't been on TV since like the 60s, and yet they're still making merchandise. I love it.
That's pretty neat.
So anything like that with the Hanna-Barbera things I have to get. Speaking of that, I was able to get the Space Ghost. This is the translucent one where he's supposed to be using his Inviso power.
Mm-hmm.
So I finally pulled the trigger on that. I've been trying to get one of those for a while. And this I just picked up today when I went to the comic store. I walked in the door and they have a lot of action figures and stuff right on the inside wall as you walk through the door. And this thing just popped right out at me. And I said, well, you don't see this too often, so I got to get one. And it's
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
That's awesome.
And I'd never heard of these group, Power Stars. Never heard of them. But I said, oh, the Phantom.
That's neat. Any other figures?
Yeah, right here. They've got Flash Gordon, and they got Ming, and they got some other guy. I don't know what it is. I'm not doing it justice here. There we go. I don't know what the name is. Let's see. It's Prince Thun.
He's the Lion Man, right, from Flash Gordon?
I don't know. I'm not that familiar with
Yeah.
the lore of Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
It won't pick it up here, but that's what it says. It says Prince Thun.
Yeah.
Thun. Ming the Merciless, Flash Gordon, and the Phantom. I said, well,
That's sweet.
it was a little pricey, but you know what? It's the Phantom, so it's coming home. So there we go. How about that?
Very
Nice.
good.
Nice.
But Rod, you can't show that Conan without showing that back cover.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right. I guess we'll run to Steve, and Apollo can send over some things.
Hey, Grotto, is this what you saw in the parking lot, man? You saw
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
approximately, but without the masks.
Yeah, it's signed by Van Williams and Dave Dorman.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah, it's Van Williams right there, and then Dave Dorman there at the bottom.
Wow, that's neat, Steve.
Thank you.
That is cool.
All right. Got some Peter Cannon Thunderbolt action. 54.
Oh,
Good old
thunder-
Pat Morisi art. Pete Morisi, I'm sorry. Pam.
Yep.
And Thunderbolt number 55. Just love his style. I've always dug it,
Yeah.
how well he drew. His Dynamite stuff is from Comic Media was really good.
Yep.
Number 57. Great cover, that dragon.
Yeah, nice stuff.
And Peter Cannon Thunderbolt number 58. Which is just it's such got a great style. I love it. And the design. This looks like it should be on a t-shirt. I think it'd be a great t-shirt.
Yeah.
And Charlton Premiere, number 19, the first volume.
Oh yes, yeah. That's like the different one. Yeah.
And kids have a Charlton collection without the later issue of Punchy.
Goodness.
This is number 10 from 1985. Close to the end. They still were trying to be cutting edge by putting out Punchy. Obviously, there are Alfago reprints, but still good stuff. And Judo Master. Actually, no, this is the Special War Series Judo Master. His first appearance.
Yeah. Very nice.
55. Got that in a dollar bin, y'all. That was about 3 years ago.
Wow.
A little bit longer than 3 years. There's a Baltimore Con. Some guy had it in the dollar bin. I didn't know yet it was his first appearance. I just saw it was a Judo Master. I needed it, and then I found out later that it was.
Oh, cool.
Number 94. Judo Master, which everyone has seen this cover before. Kind of like everyone has been bounced around a lot. Number 98.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I love the dinosaur creeping up from behind. And House of Yang 1 with Sanho Kim, which probably no one knows anything about. He's like Wayne Howard. He's one of the elusive creators that worked with Charlton and didn't hear much after Charlton folded. Valnu Yang, first edition, number 1. And that's all I got.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Very nice.
Fantastic. All right. We're going to see what Paulo wants to show us here.
Okay, so some assorted French editions of American comics, including ElfQuest.
Nice.
This is issue number 1. It's an interesting cover design. This is number 7. And number 9, I mean. So these were published as books, even though they have the same number of pages as the US comic.
Thanks, Lead Paint. Thanks, Michael Miller.
Epic French edition, slightly different from the Epic Illustrated, so not the same thing inside from issue to issue.
Excuse me.
There's another one, and another one. Le Piopon. So this is a reprint of Sergio Aragonés comic strip called Firehouse 5, and they put all the stories together and put it out as an album. There's a volume 2 as well. Captain Action in French.
Ah, nice.
Ah, nice.
Here's another issue.
Cool.
No, that's great art.
Mm-hmm. This is for 6 issues.
Amazing.
His
There
name
you
is
go.
Savage.
Oh.
The Magnus Opus
Mm-hmm.
of Gil Kane.
This was published in France in the 1980s instead of 1971, but that was the best time to publish it. I think it
Magnus
came out around the
Savage.
same time that Fantagraphics reprinted the story in the US.
Yeah.
It's a bloody Gil
That's
Kane
cool.
cover.
Yeah, it's even colored in a way that it kind of resembles Watchmen. Thunder Agents
There
in
you
French.
go.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
They are called Tonnerre,
What does that mean?
thunderstorm.
Oh,
My man Dynamo. Oh, yeah.
And
There you
Cannon.
go.
Holy smokes.
Mm-hmm.
Nice Wally Wood.
Mm-hmm.
The Publisher Comics Initiative, they were a small press publisher in France, and they kind of specialized in alternative American material. Planet. I think it was Planet. Oh, man, I forgot the title. I checked what the translation was, but it's a collection of short stories that Mike Barron and Rand Holmes did for Death Rattle, one of a magazine that was put out by Kitchen Sink Press.
Yeah.
And this was one of the covers, I believe.
Orbit was Death Rattle.
Atari Force in French.
Oh, yeah.
French.
Love that.
Here's another one.
That's dark.
And finally, Hard Boiled in French.
Oh, yeah.
Issue number 1. And issues number 2 and 3 were put out together in a single volume.
Neat.
That guy's having a bad day.
Mhm.
I thought it was the Red Skull.
And that is it.
All right.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was neat.
All right. We're going to run the Gratu again.
yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, man. Garcia Lopez.
There's an Archie floating head cover.
Nice.
Dr. Demon, Dr. Nose, Little Devil, Mr. X.
All right.
That's rad.
And then Life with Archie in the 60s. He went from Man from Riverdale, Man from Uncle deal to still doing the Man from Uncle, James Bond kind of thing. And then for a while, very interesting time period. And then let's see, I guess it was it's all this James Bond Man from Uncle kind of stuff. And I guess let's see. Yeah. So I guess he went from being the superhero. Well, does he go back and forth? Yeah, I guess he was the superhero, and then he was the James Bond character there for a while. This is a great cover just because of the gratuitous violence. It reminds me of A Clockwork Orange. They're just happily playing. Well,
Betty's so excited down there too with all that going on.
yeah, I know. Then it got, what happened? All the fun went away. One of the ultimate covers that I happened to stumble into, I couldn't believe it. Everyone needs this cover in their collection. This little Archie number 40. It's just great things. I mean, just look at the collection of heroes or villains that they've
That's funny.
signed. I mean, they're
Yeah.
yeah. I think I guess I paid $7.50 because I think it was half price of $15. But I instantly I bought that. Let's see.
Seems like a good price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, most stores, Archie, the stuff we like, Gold Key, Dell,
Right.
they just think it's garbage. Charlton,
Right.
it doesn't compute to them. It's just amazing that it doesn't just get thrown in the dumpster, as something that's completely unsellable. Let's see what we have here.
Many of them probably do find their way to the trash.
Yeah, that's probably what's happened to a lot of the stuff.
Wow.
Wow, man, that's cool.
Look at these eyes. That's one of the only good things. Well, there's more than one good thing about StreamYard, but you can get those real big, those nice close-ups with it. Let's see. Sorry, I'm not more prepared. Let's see. Hollow, can you tell us what kind of car that is? Is that
It's a Corvette.
Corvette? Okay, yeah, of course.
Although
I didn't know if it was
it
a
is the
fantasy car.
it is the Corvette's front end, but that doesn't look like it's the Corvette's windshield.
Well, what's wrong with those Archie artists?
Sure got Jack Keller.
3 inches off the ground, too.
I like this look on her face there. I like this artist just draw any person in 1 minute. No lessons, no talent. I like that. No talent.
What does he choose to draw? Woman or skivvies?
Oh boy. Here he is watching a James Bond movie before he turned into the James Bond agent.
Cool.
What else? And then there were the Archie comics that were done by Spire, the Christian comic company. The Christian bookstores would just put the price tag right on the book. But the guy, this guy Al Hartley, drew these eyes. Everyone's eyes were drawn very well. This one is especially.
I call it the dilated look. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at her there.
Yeah.
She's going on the roller coaster. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna die. It's wonderful. Look at his face. Reggie's face.
And Moose is the best.
Yeah. Yeah, it's somehow it just all looks very wrong. I've never gotten this Johnny Cash one. Have you guys ever seen that?
Somebody had one on YouTube and was showing it one time, and I don't remember who it was. But I've only seen it once.
I think I've got one in a box here because I had the Hansi one, and most of the big ones were in that box.
Yeah.
Was it you that was showing it then, Eric?
It might have been.
Could have been.
What about this one that looks like a Charlton War comic that says "Attack"? I've never seen that.
Yeah, I saw that. That does look like a Charlton book, but I think their attack was in cursive writing.
Was it? Okay, well that
I
looks
think.
I don't know that book. I mean, there's some that are more common, like I got that at the Christian bookstore, and I have Adam and Eve, and the Tom Landry one was, especially since I live near Dallas, that was everywhere. There's a New World Coming, that's pretty common, but I've never seen this Harlem one or Time to Run here. I've never seen that. Yeah, it's just a very surreal thing.
That bear.
This it's just her head is gigantic. It's like another universe, and these like what? Oh, they're going through a. I guess they're going through a fun house, a spook house. Yeah.
Steve, I just looked to Attack Charlton on online.
Okay.
The lettering is like they're wood planks.
Okay.
The cursive you might be thinking of is like battlefield action.
Battlefield action. Okay.
Look at this. They're looking in funhouse mirrors, and look at her teeth being exaggerated. It's very.
Ew.
This is
Look at
not
that.
a comic
That's
to read on
crazy.
LSD, ladies and gentlemen. It's everything. It's like the most insane Archie comic you've ever seen. I'm not because it's a Christian comic, but because Al Hartley is clearly insane. It's nothing to do with it being a religious comic. This artist is out of his mind. Look at Archie there. Multiple eyes. It's just a whole different Archie in these comics, but I don't have much to. I'll try to do better next time.
Oh man, you guys are great.
That was good stuff.
I can't imagine the
I love
binding.
those things. I like to have a whole set of them.
You can't imagine what?
The binding of this 1,000-page book that Gotham has.
Oh, I didn't.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't read the comment. 1,000-page Archie book. What is it, like an omnibus? Tell us about it, Gotham.
You need to have him on again.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Well,
So I can get
let's
some more
see if
Gabby
we can book
Hayes.
him. I tried to get him on last Sunday to do another shopping tour, but he said maybe next Sunday.
Excellent.
Are you going to be available Sunday?
Nice.
'Cause maybe we can get more people to tour in the shop. But if it's your only day off, you don't have to do that. But you can maybe tell us what this 1,000-page Archie book is. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Have him page through it one by
Well, I mean, we get a 5-hour video. I'm sure you can page through it all.
Yeah, exactly.
That was, I imagine that was an interesting video to watch.
I loved it. I watched it. It took me a while, but I watched it. It was good.
I think if I was someone else watching that, I would have enjoyed that.
What a cool store that is.
Yeah,
Very cool.
because it's not a Funko Pop Pokemon
Right.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons thing. It's like it's comic books and monsters. It's not comic books and role playing games. Comic books and Pops or Magic the Gathering. It's like comics and something cool.
Mm-hmm.
No offense if you like any of that stuff. They just buried 30. They're about to burn $30 million worth of Funko Pops because they don't have the warehouse space. It's amazing, in Biden's America, some people need to buy eggs more than Funko Pops. They're starting to realize this. It's starting to affect the companies. Oh well, enough politics. We know Biden is wonderful.
Yes, of course. All right, we're going to go to Jambo on that lovely note.
Also gratis.
That's what they look like. Exactly like that, except they were wearing sweaters. The collars were coming out of the sweaters, just, completely like it. They really were just like Adam West and Burt Ward when they're not in the suits and they were in sweaters.
Right.
They just look so they probably were. No, they weren't Mormons because they got into a white sports car.
Okay.
They didn't get on bikes. They just looked so wholesome and they held the door open for people. But it totally looked like Britt Reed and Cato.
She was very cool also.
Wendy Wagner, yeah, she was beautiful. She was like, I guess, part Hawaiian. Like, what's her face that played Lana Lang on Smallville? It gives you a little bit of an exotic look.
Get the brainy
Oh,
out.
yes. All right. Well done.
Now, is that originally a Flash Gordon thing that's been redrawn slightly?
It was a one shot. I mean, if you read the story, it was a sci-fi story.
Yeah,
but I don't know if they pulled it from another Golden Age book or not.
But it looks like that's Flash Gordon's Zarkov and Dale just redrawn ever so slightly, but I could be wrong. If not, it's very influenced by Alex Raymond.
Yeah, I agree.
Is that an expensive book? Everyone's got it tonight, is it?
No, it's not terrible. I don't think. I think I gave about $15 for that one.
Yeah, mine was less than 20 as well, Jambo. Oh, cool.
Some Bob Powell.
Yeah.
A woman.
The 1,000-page Archies are 5x7 digest that retail for $16.
That's a nice one, Jambo, right there.
Oh, yeah. That's such an underrated comic book. I mean, it came out before Submariner 1, came out before Iron Man 1.
It's a first issue. I mean, so
and everyone just kind of like rolls their eyes at it.
Yeah. Bridge the gap before they started doing ones. Yeah.
Great book.
Or strength.
Oh, nice.
You imagine if that TV series actually looked like that, how popular. I think it would have been popular instead of the.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, exactly like that.
I mean, if they could have pulled off some of the Stranko type, technology and stuff like that he put in the background and everything, it would have been great.
And they needed
David
a cool theme.
Nick Fury was really good.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
See, that's what that 66 cartoon feels like to me is that.
Yeah.
And the music, the animation's not perfect. But to me, the music, the voices, it's great.
So they redid that story in the cartoon also, right? In the 60s cartoon, didn't they do this?
I think so.
The Titan on the train.
What's entertaining is when the Submariner, when they replace the Fantastic Four with the X-Men, but they call them Allies for Peace, and they're you got to see it. It's at the end of that marathon that I recommended on my video.
That's all I got, Micah.
Speaking of giant monsters, the poster behind you, Burt I. Gordon died today. He was 100 years old. I didn't even know he was alive. He didn't do that movie. He did stuff like this Earth versus the Spider and the Cyclops, Amazing Colossal Man, and
King Dinosaur.
Yeah, Food of the Gods was one of his later ones in 1976.
Wow. He was 100 years old?
100, yeah.
Wow. A nice long life.
All right, we're going to go to Eric next.
Don't tell me you got the Green Planet as well.
No, I wish I did because I had that in my old collection and I wish I had it again. But I should have saved this for when Metarog was here, but so this is up his alley.
Oh, cool.
Oh, neat.
The Columbus Dispatch.
Yeah.
Let's see. In honor of our returning fossil, here's some go-go checks.
Oh, there you go. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
And some more go-go checks.
Oh, Animal Man too.
Now
I've never seen that.
Now tell me you wouldn't wear that suit.
That's rocking.
Say
That's classic.
I can wear it once.
that. Yeah, it's a little Charlton here. Strange Suspense Stories
Ooh.
42.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, here's 54.
Oh, look at that dragon.
Wow.
Ha.
You should put it. They should have put in a word balloon. Gesundheit.
59.
Oh, cool.
Oh shoot.
That's weird eyes.
70.
Hmm.
And it wouldn't be a show if I didn't do this to Rod at least once.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
That's cool.
You must have a camera or something over here so you know what I'm going to show.
It's mostly blind luck. Superboy 197.
Oh, nice.
Super DC Giant number 13.
Oh, I just got that one myself.
Good old me.
Another Gorilla cover.
Yeah.
And here's something that would have meant absolutely nothing to me pre-fossils, but I absolutely love this. I mean, I had it because it was part of the set, but I didn't read it the first time. But
That
fun.
that is one of the
That one
first
in the mail.
comics I ever bought as a little kid, and I didn't know it was old reprints. I just thought it was wonderful.
Yeah, and I know I showed this a couple weeks ago, but I mean, yeah, anytime you had a chance to show a little Gil, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I showed this also. With Antonino Rocca,
Antonino
awesome
Rocca.
Superman out of the ring.
Yes, sirree.
Here's some more go-go checks. You'd think after a while Pa Kent. How many times did Pa Kent break a brush over his backside? I never learn. Here's Superman 204.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
208.
That cover, whenever I see that cover, it always looks like somebody has inked that necklace around him. You know what I mean? With a pen. Every time I see it.
That now I do. 210.
Or me.
251.
Nice.
274. 285. 325.
yeah, the Sandman.
410.
Yeah.
And here's one that I hadn't read in forever, but I forgot how much fun it was. The Julie Schwartz surprise part where he's a Skid Row bum on our Earth, and he meets up with his DC Universe counterpart. Let's see. Here's Jimmy Olsen, number 63. And since we can close out on a tender note, here's Sweethearts, number 90.
Oh,
Kind of
cool.
gets you right here.
Yeah.
it does.
That's it.
What a great variety.
Yeah, nice. Very nice.
Well, Dr. Lead Paint was wanting to know if you've got an update. You kind of mentioned it earlier that you've added one, but you're still missing like 2, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm missing more than 2. Missing a lot of the romance books is the majority of what's left. And the Batman ones that are never going to be attained because they're so expensive. But I plan on doing a video of my latest haul there, and I was going to do an update of the go-go checks, including that Wonder Woman one. So it'll be coming soon, Lead Paint.
Maranya, I apologize, but Micah wouldn't have done it just on principle tonight.
have 2 new ones waiting in the wings. But,
Yeah, you tell me.
Well, I can bring up the French History 7, and you can play the alarm.
Someone's got a whole hour and a half long webinar about Gil Kane on YouTube. I think that Arlen Schumer guy.
yeah.
And those.
That reminds me. I guess I should have contacted him because he mentioned something about wanting to be on the show, but I don't know if he knew it wasn't always about Gil Kane. But
Right.
I see Gotham City Comics says he can go into his closed shop on Sunday if he wants to go in.
Awesome.
I assume I've got some hours left on StreamYard. I did a couple of 5-hour, but I get 20 free hours.
20 a month.
Oh, then I should be able to do a show on Friday and then one on Sunday without using all my hours up.
I don't know whose backdrop, but we thank you, Reader Copy.
Um,
I'm going to go on a limb and say it's the one with the Betty Page.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Doc's got some cool stuff, and well, everybody does. I mean, you look at everybody's backdrop, but except for Paulo, you just can see his pretty face.
Well, he's the youth of this, so it's.
He's our pinup boy of the group.
I never put up anything on the walls. The walls are supposed to have paint on them.
There's some paint here somewhere. You just don't see much of it.
Well, maybe that's how you do things over there, but here we do that so we don't have to paint.
What time you think Sunday you're going to be on Gratu?
That's up to him when he's willing to get up. I mean, it's his day off,
Yeah. And the days start a little bit later out there too, I think so.
And speaking of which, this weekend you will lose an hour, by the way. So,
really?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
This weekend, huh?
Yep.
Great.
Moving forward, fall back.
Okay.
That's all right.
All order this year.
So we got 2 weeks of you being an hour closer, because we only go to daylight savings time at the end of the month.
Oh. You guys are still using the metric system over there, that backward system too.
The backward system. It's for idiots, because by using all of the measurements with base 10, we can count on our fingers. 10 fingers.
but at least Paulo's good enough to say the proper measurements when he's talking to us. So,
yes, that's because as an archaeologist, I go search for this hidden, ancient, and primitive technology. That is the British measurement system that you Americans use.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you guys have a war to get rid of everything British?
no. British is the way to go. If you want to know what the time it is, go to, Britain. You want latitude and longitude, you got to find Britain. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The temperature, our room, it's measured in BTU, British thermal unit. So I'm okay with the English. So they would probably be amazed.
Gray man, he'll tell you.
Some American over here talking this great about England,
Yeah, really. Right.
And they just lucked out. There's nothing special about fish and chips, or a spot of tea.
Oh no. British cuisine improved a lot when everything became Indian.
Mm. Mm.
Well, to each his own. Well, we're glad that Dr. Silverage was able to stay awake.
Yeah.
Don't have to get up so early anymore.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, for those of you in the crowd, don't forget to see Dr. Silverage this Saturday. Grat 2 may have something going on with Gotham City here Sunday.
And I'm going to show Friday night too.
Okay, Friday. That's right, Friday. Probably no geeky puppets, so check out Grat 2 Friday. Jambo's always good for a video about once a week or once every other week. Charlton just dropped a big bomb not too long ago.
Pipe bomb.
And here in about 5 years, Eric will have another good video coming out.
Did it cause problems in the comments, Steve? What was...
No, not at all. I think a lot of my viewers and a lot of my subscribers are like us and agree with what I'm saying. They like the older books. They're not into the hobby for speculation. So I think, a lot of people agreed and a lot of good. I need to respond to them. There's 33 comments and I need to respond to them, but nothing negative.
Wow.
Nothing negative.
There's this new AI on YouTube that gives you possible comments to respond.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's like, you got it.
Yeah.
That's so much.
Steve, when you
pick which one you to respond.
Yeah.
Steve, when you find my comment, just reply TLDR.
Okay.
Speaking of AI, and I love graphics. They've got these AI graphics programs that you can go to these websites and type in a basic sentence describing something and let it try to draw that. And so I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. And I had just seen a Jambo video. There's a nice plug for you, Jambo. And so I thought, all right, I'll try to make it draw me a Jungle Girl comic. So I type in a few keywords and it came up with this leopard in the shape of a girl in a jungle. And it's like, no. Jungle. I wanted Jungle Girl with a leopard, or attacking a leopard or something. So it combined everything. So, but it looked good, but it's not, I didn't want anything looking like Tigra. I wanted it to look like
some of that stuff comes out downright demonic looking, and you really start wondering. Somebody,
she did have a mean look on her leopard face.
Somebody put in Bible verses and let the AI come up with paintings to illustrate the Bible, and some of them were pretty good, but sometimes it would be a boat and there'd be like 30 disciples. They'd have too many guys, whereas sometimes there'd be a pirate ship in the background. So I don't know.
Graphic, that's right. Moran, you remind me. We're butchering Brave and the Bold issue 60. It's the first time the 4 original Teen Titans appear together.
Oh.
And they fight the guy that comes apart, and they're like running from giant, feet not attached to anything. It's typical mid-60s DC stuff.
Okay. Sounds like you only need 5 votes. You won't even need me.
Are you ducking it? We need the son, the kid that hires him. His pops is in jail. For something he didn't really do.
Oh no!
When is this going to be?
Probably Friday at 8 or so.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to go on against that. When do you think you'll be done? 9:30 or so?
Yeah, I thought that the latest.
It probably wouldn't hurt. You kind of got different crowds, right?
Yeah.
Well, I should be that crowd. It's just normally I can't watch stuff on Friday because I don't want to ignore my wife. But if that was on a different night, I'd always be. But these friends of mine in Dallas are able to do it Friday night, so I was going to do it on Friday for that reason.
All right. We are, what you got there, Jambo?
I was looking at this reprint of the price guide, the original price guide.
Oh yeah, man! Look at that.
Amazing Fantasy 15 for like $12-15 there.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
It was going for, I think, $75 in the first price guide I bought in 1976. But you got to realize that was a lot of money then.
Oh, yeah.
Avengers #1 for like, where is that at? $6.
And they weren't even bagged and boarded. They were just in boxes, you know.
Yeah, you probably just got it.
Yeah.
Bunched it together.
Yeah.
And when you showed up to your to a member, to a family member, or your significant other, I just bought a comic book for $6.
Oh,
What?
$6? Are you crazy?
yeah.
FF #1 for $12.
Oh yeah. That's amazing.
That's what, 1970, 71? When was the first
Well, this is 1970.
Yeah.
So if anybody comes across Doctor Doom's time machine, I know what we're using it for.
Set it to 1970 and off we go.
Well, what was the ticket to Woodstock? What did it cost? It's like, hey Siri, how much did a ticket to Woodstock cost?
Eventually it was free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I found this on the web for how much does a ticket to Woodstock cost. Check it out.
Check it out.
She doesn't know anything.
No, she ain't too helpful.
$6.50 for one day.
Now, was that 69 or 94?
That had to have been. That was the original. There was really only one Woodstock.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
doesn't
nobody even
count.
knows about the other one. But yeah, I'm aware it existed. But yeah,
Because I mean, it seems like a lot for 69, but not much for 94.
yeah, that was a 60. It said 69. Yeah.
But it was was it one day or the whole weekend?
That was one day. So
Yeah.
And they tore the fence down and everybody got to get in there.
Yeah, I wonder who told you to leave. You know, I mean, if you went in there on Friday and you're just like hanging out, you know, watching the bands and stuff, and wonder who's going around checking the tickets and saying, "Hey,
yeah, I don't think that happened.
No.
3 people died there.
Well,
The Hell's Angels killed somebody, right?
That was at Altamont.
Altamont. They tore down the fences and let everybody come in, and then they arrested them later. Oh, wait a minute. That's wrong event.
But how many were born there? I bet somebody was born there at least.
Mhm.
I'm sure a lot of people were made there.
don't eat the brown acid," says Meyer.
Is this for real? The WWE wants to have gambling on their fights.
That can't be.
Yeah.
Oh, Doc's agreeing.
But they're fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't know how they're fixed. Well,
So it could be. Is it going to be by pinfall? Is it going to be by submission? Is it going to be?
Most of them are disqualifications because they don't want one of the guys to look like he's weaker than the other guy. So more than half of them are disqualified.
That depends if there's a chair involved.
Yeah.
WWE, it's more like 80%.
Well, I was given a benefit of the doubt.
I mean, AEW, yeah, it's rare there, but yeah, it's
Yeah, they don't do. They try to.
Zach, we're about to wrap it up.
Yeah, they try to. AEW tries to give you a little bit
Exactly.
better of a finish.
you know who came back tonight.
What's that?
You know who came back tonight.
No.
I believe tonight was the return of Adam Cole, baby.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was supposed to. Yeah, that's right.
I think they've got some kind of show that they have now coming up too, or maybe that's what is that?
I think they got a Ring of Honor show they're gonna start
Yeah.
doing on Thursday nights or something like that. So,
I wasn't aware they'd already nailed down. Is it also gonna be on TNT or TBS?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard the network, but I had heard it was going to be on Thursday night. Seems how Thursday night was about the only night that there isn't any wrestling on. So
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to record it tonight. Remembered it about 9 o'clock.
oh, shame on you.
Yeah, well, my piece of crap cable provider, I can't set it up to record every week. The Friday show does, but the Wednesday doesn't, and I never remember shit.
Not the same without Jimmy Superfly Snooker.
Yeah.
That's what Maya said. Jimmy Superfly Snooker.
Well, guys, I guess we better wrap this up. It's been great seeing you all. Great books, everybody. Very nice, eclectic things. I just love that. And thanks to everybody in the crowd. There's Michael Taylor, Lead Paint. I can't name them all, and it's always great to see Zach show up at the last second. So, as Maranya says, take care to all the fossils out there.
Thanks,
And
Maranya.
we will see you next time at this location. See you next week.
Bye bye.
Good
Well,
night.
peace there,
kids.
Grease.